Hello, high tides, and happy holidays to all. Did it feel like our city was a bit crowded the last week? That's because it was Basel Week. What is Basel Week, you ask? Let's find out.
In the early 1990s, Art Basel came to Miami. After being in Midtown for a decade, they have moved to a vacant lot on Biscayne Bay where the former Miami Herald building once was. They decided to move because they needed more space. Also, the unrelenting urban development projects in Midtown caused them to move. The expanded space on Biscayne Bay will give more room to grow by about 15%, and they are going to use the additional square footage to add an outdoor cafe bar overlooking the bay. Another reason for this big move is because with a larger area and more exhibits, more people will want to go, and they hope to grow the popularity of the event as much as possible. The new area also leads to more accessibility to major roadways, and there is more parking, and it is closer to a lot more public transportation, making it more convenient for people to be able to go.
And very great art at great prices. Now you may ask, why does art cost so much? And why are there so many people who spend so much money on it? People don't only just spend money on art. They also spend lots of money on during the holiday season. Let's hear about it.
The holiday shopping season, with events such as Cyber Monday and Black Friday, are unofficial international holidays in which millions of people in the world participate in. This year alone, Amazon made $6.6 billion off of online sales. On this event, multiple items on online retailers such as eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and Deal-com are cut in price and therefore more appealing to consumers. This slash in prices causes an increase in the purchase of items, which benefits the companies and the economy. People save lots of money during this annual event. On the contrary, this can be seen as a selfish act on part of the people, as they only focus on their monetary gains of themselves. This money could be used to help people in need, such as homeless, the starving, and the poor around the planet. But of course, humans are only concerned about materialistic things and individual aims, and that's why humans should consider becoming a sovereign, socialist, economic powerhouse. Nevertheless, Cyber Monday and Black Friday have generated a significant rise in profits, while helping everyday consumers to save money.
Yes, some humans do spend a lot of money on materialistic things. They even sometimes question why they buy those things. Could it be because there are hidden messages?
Subliminal messages are a signal or message that is below someone's absolute threshold, which means that not everyone can identify the hidden message right away, or even at all. Subliminal messaging is often used in media and advertising to get some kind of reaction out of the audience. This usually prompts a positive response to the product that is being advertised. Don't forget, not all subliminal messages are bad. Some examples of subliminal messaging in the media are Tostitos.
I see some people grabbing a chip. I see something, maybe a football.
Two very happy people splitting a nacho right there, having a good time in the party.
Yeah, and what does this look like?
That's a saucy bowl right there.
Yes! Goodwill. What do you see in this one?
Oh, there's a face on that G. That's clever right there.
Yes, and it's the same one as
the face right there.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you
that's
see?
amazing.
That was great. Toblerone.
Fox, rat, cat,
It's a bear.
bear.
You were really close though. The KFC sandwich with the dollar signs in the lettuce.
What am I looking for?
What are you looking for? I don't know.
I don't.
You can zoom in and stuff.
There's nothing on the burger. I give up on this one. I don't.
There's $1. Do you see it?
Oh my god, there's $1 inside the burger.
It's the dollar burger.
Oh my god.
And Aero and FedEx.
I mean, they connected the D and the E for the reason. I'm not sure what I'm looking for here.
Well, here, do you see that there's an arrow? How it makes an arrow right here.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah, it's like to signify that the
They're
package gets
it's like
there
coming.
fast.
It's like on the way. Like, here it comes. All right. And it's after the DE, kind of like delivery. Here it comes.
So high tides, watch out, because you never know what you might be seeing.
While there are many hidden messages in our world, there are still some that we should pay attention to. And those are the rights of all human beings.
On Sunday, December 10th, it was National Human Rights Day. What exactly is human rights, you may ask? Well, human rights are the basic freedoms and protections that belong to every single one of us. Human rights have been fought about for decades. It dates all the way back to 539 BC. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a document in the history of human rights that was finalized and made official on December 10th, 1948, which is why December 10th is National Human Rights Day. Even though this document was created many years ago, there are still basic human rights that are being ignored across the globe. It seems that every week there is a new case of sexual harassment, a shooting, racism, and more. In the U.S. alone, gay marriage wasn't made legal until 2015, sexual harassment has been filling the tabloids, underground human trafficking is happening in numerous states, and so much more. Across the globe, it is so much worse, yet we rarely hear about it. In the Eastern Hemisphere, there are still enslaved people, places without marriage rights for gays, unsuitable living conditions, lack of education, and beyond. There are organizations that have been made to educate and advocate, such as Amnesty International and UNICEF, which are both clubs here at Beach High. Although the day passed, it doesn't mean that you can't make a change every day in order to make a more perfect world.
And while we should all have our rights, we must show respect.
What is respect? While it may be easy to recognize the absence of respect, it's not so easy to identify respect in our daily lives. By definition, respect means to demonstrate high regard for or special attention to something or someone. But how is that done? We learn how to be respectful starting as children. Our parents teach us to play nice, share with others, say please, thank you, and you're welcome, which lays the foundation for respectful interactions with others in the future. These basics, as well as support from the community about respectful behavior, are standards to guide our interactions with others. People's personal experiences, personality, emotions, preferences, and culture may influence people's level of respect. To respect someone means to take into account all of these things as we get to know them and build shared experiences over time. The demonstration of respect cannot be accomplished without commitment and some personal risk. Continued attention to each person is essential to building a foundation of experience that supports an atmosphere of respect.
High tides, let's get some respect in our school. We should respect our peers, our parents, our teachers, our administrators, and our world. High tides, have a great weekend.